the morphological classification of the fungus. Okay, totally like in MBBS, what all fungus you will be studying. So this is the overview of all of those organisms. So first of all, we have the morphological classification, then we have the taxonomical classification, and then we have the classification based on the disease. Okay, so in morphological we have yeast like, mold, and dimorphic fungi. So what do we mean by yeast? Yeast means something like this: single round organisms. So these are round unicellular organisms divides by budding. See, there is budding ongoing here. Okay, so these are yeast like. Morphologically these are all round structures. Then we have yeast like fungi. What do we mean by yeast like fungi? Look here. So these are yeast like. So they are, see, this is like round. Okay, this is like yeast, but again they are also having pseudomycelium. This is the filamentous. Filamentous means there is proper mycelium. See, there is a septa or aseptate. This has septa, this doesn't have any septa. Means, what is the meaning of septa? Means there is differentiation. Here there is division. There are walls in between. Okay, so here there are no walls. Here there are walls. So this is septa. This is without septa. Yeast like means it is neither like this nor like the yeast. It is somewhere in between. Okay. Then yeast like we have the candida, geo, and all these things we'll discuss. Next we have molds. Molds means all those long filamentous and hyphae. These people. Thallus. Here the thala means not Mr. Dhoni. So here the filamentous we have septa, and without septa that we discussed. Filamentous means long filament. Then we have dimorphic fungi exist as mycelial form. These are like real life transformers. Okay, like Bumblebee or Optimus Prime. So they exist as mycelial form at 25 degrees Celsius and yeast form at 37 degrees Celsius. So they can be in any form depending on the temperature. So mycelium means they have hyphae. Yeast means they are like single celled organism. Okay. So our body temperature is somewhere around 37 degree, 38 degree. So most probably if this fungus invade in your body, okay, this dimorphic fungi, they will be at the yeast stage. So all these examples we have. Then taxonomical classification, 4 classes depending on the sexual sporulation. So taxonomical classification, what does it mean? We have already studied in class 11th and 12th, I guess. Okay, taxonomy. So why do we need taxonomical classification of the fungi? It will help us to understand better, okay, their mode of reproduction or understanding in their biology and life cycle and pathogenicity also, their evolution. So here he has mentioned 4 classes depending on the sexual sporulation. Maybe scientists were more interested in knowing their sexual lifestyle. Okay, so we have zygomycetes, example is Rhizopus. Ascomycetes, example is Aspergillus. Basidiomycetes, Cryptococcus. Deuteromycetes, they are also called as fungi imperfecta because they don't have a sexual stage. Example, Candida, dermatophyte, systemic fungi. Then the classification of the fungus based on the disease. We have superficial mycosis, then we have subcutaneous mycosis, systemic mycosis, and opportunistic mycosis. So these are the main broad classification of the fungi. Now let's understand the meaning of all this naming. Okay, why they are named so. Actually the name meaning tells us about their certain characteristics. Okay, so we'll understand. Morphological classification, first we have yeast. Yeast means like single celled organism. Okay, so Cryptococcus. What is the meaning of crypto? Crypto means hidden. What is the meaning of coccus? Means round or berry like or seed like. So Cryptococcus means essentially, what does it mean? It means like hidden seed. Okay, so they have tendency to evade the immune system. That is why they are called as hidden. So whenever they enter in our body, they have some speciality that they can hide from our immune system. Okay, hence they are called as crypto. Okay, and why they are called as Cryptococcus? Because they are round yeast like appearance. of the fungal cells. Hence they are cryptococcus. Then we have rhodotorula. What is the meaning of rhodo? Rhodo means red. What is the meaning of torula? Torula means swelling. So this rhodotorula. So when these organisms invade in our body, they form certain red spots on the skin. Hence they are called as red rhodotorula. So they form red pigmentation. Okay. Then we have yeast-like fungi. Here we have the Candida, Geotrichum, Saccharomyces, Blastocysomyces, and Trichosporum. So what is the meaning of Candida? Candida means, Candidus means white, white or bright. Candidus. So whenever they are cultured and their growth is seen, their colonies typically appear as white or cream colored colonies, which is their distinctive characteristic. They form bright white colored colonies. Okay. Then we have the geotrichum. What is the meaning of geotrichum? Geo means what? Earth or the soil. Trichum means hair. So that essentially means what? Earth hair or soil hair. What does it mean? It means geotrichum species are often found in soil and can form hair-like structure. Okay. They are often found where? They are often found in the soil and they form hair-like structure. Hence they are called as geotrichum. Then we have Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces means sugar. Myces means fungus. So they are able to ferment sugar. Hence they are called as Saccharomyces. Like Saccharomyces cerevisiae. They are also called as baker's yeast. Right? So they have the ability to ferment the sugar. Then we have Blastocysomyces. What is the meaning of blasto? In human also we say blastocyst or blastopore. That means a bud. Blasto means a bud or a sprout. And schizo means to divide, split. Okay. Blasto means a bud, schizo means to divide, and myces means fungus. So essentially what does it mean? It means budding and splitting fungus. That means the reproductive character of this fungus involve budding and fragmentation of the hyphae. So how do they divide? They divide by budding and fragmentation. And then we have the trichosporum. What is the meaning of tricho? Tricho means hair. Sporon means spore. So it is like hair-like spores. Okay. They are known to produce hyphae and arthoconidia, spores that break off from the hyphal segments. So they appear like hair-like structures. Right. So we are done with the yeast-like fungus. Then we have the molds, the hyphase one, which has proper hyphae. First we have the dermatophytes. Derma means skin, phytes means plant or growth maybe. So dermatophytes means it grows on skin. Okay, dermatophytes. So they are essentially infecting the skin or maybe hair also, nails also. So skin, hair and nails, these things are being infected by these dermatophytes. Then we have aspergillus. The word meaning of the aspergillus coming from aspergillium. What does it mean? It means like in American countries or somewhere in the Christian countries, they use aspergillium. Okay, it is some kind of device which is used to sprinkle the holy water. Okay, so from there the name has been derived. It looks something like that instrument, brush-like structure or something. Then we have the penicillium. Penicillium, this looks like a paint brush. Okay, hence they are called as penicillium. So penicillium, it gives a brush-like appearance. The fungus spore producing structures. Okay, then we have the blastocysomyces. Blastocysomyces we have already done. Why blastocysomyces? Penicillium. After that we have the zygomycetes. Zygo means joining and myces means fungus. Let me show you what does it mean. See here. See, this is zygospore. This is one fungus, one zygo, different fungus. This is a different, means zygomycete. This is one zygomycete, this is one zygomycete. Both of them come together like this, maybe one of their buds, and then they form the zygospore. Hence how the zygomycetes are forming? They are forming by the combining or joining of the two buds or something, maybe their hyphae or something. So that is zygospore. That means essentially what is that? Zygote. Zygote means what? Out fertilization means two cells are fertilizing and then they're forming zygote. Zygo means joining of the two things. So that's how the zygomyces are formed. Done. Then what do we have? We have the dimorphic fungus. So this is the real life transformers. Okay. Here we have the histoplasma capsulatum. Histoplasma capsulatum. Histo means tissue. Plasma means plasma. And capsulatum means it is forming capsules. Now what does it mean? It means maybe the fungus, when they go inside the tissue, they form something capsule like structures. So under the microscope these looks like capsulated forms, hence they are called as histoplasma capsulatum. So they are present in the tissues. Blastomyces, blasto means again bud or sprout, myces means fungus, dermatitis means, derma means skin, itis means inflammation. So it means budding fungus, and dermatitis refers to the inflammation. So these are the budding fungus which is causing inflammation on the skin, dermis. Coccidioides immitans. Coccidio means what? Cocci means berry, again round structures. Okay. Coccidioides means it resembles. Coccidioides means it resembles like berry. Okay. And immitis. What is the meaning of immitis? Immitans means it is severe. So which essentially means it causes severe infection. So at the end it translates to what? It translates to resembles small round organism that is severe. So coccidioides means the organisms are round, not actually they are like round. Okay, they resemble small round organisms which causes severe infection. Then we have Paracoccidioides brasilensis. Para means beside, like they are near, they are similar to Coccidioides. Okay, and brasilensis means maybe they are found in the Brazil. Okay. Then Penicillium marnifi. We understood ki penicillium means paint brush like appearance. What is the meaning of marnifi? Marnifi is the scientist name who discovered that penicillium. Okay, his name was I think Hubert Marnifi. Okay. Then we have Sporothrix schenki. Sporo means what? Spore. Okay. Thrix means hair. Sporo means spore. Thrix means hair. Schenki means the scientist name, Benjamin Schenck. Okay. So what does it mean? Spore producing hair like fungus. Okay, named by the Schenki. That is Sporothrix schenki. Spore producing hair like fungus found by this guy. Done. Then we have taxonomic classification, zygomycetes. Okay, producing zygospores. We already know zygomycetes means two things are combining together and then they are producing zygomycetes. Producing zygospores possess aseptate hyphae. Example, rhizopus. What is the meaning of rhizopus? Rhizo means they have root like structures. Okay, these are the fungus, they have root like features. Okay, or food processes like. Then we have the ascomycetes. So again, ascomycetes produce ascospores. I'll just show you the spores if you have never seen them. Okay. So see here, these are the ascus or the ascospore. This whole thing is called ascus and the things inside them are called ascospores. I'm just showing you the pictures if you have never seen it, that's all. Then we have the basidiospores. See, these are tiny things. This is called as basidium, sterigma. Okay, and these are the basidiospores. We'll go back, we'll go here. So aspergillus, we know that device used for the sprinkling of the holy water. Basidiomycetes, example is cryptococcus, cryptocurrency. Crypto means hidden. Cryptococcus means these are round organisms which are very much efficient from hiding the immune system, hence they are cryptococcus. Okay. Then we have deuteromycetes or fungi imperfecta. They do not have a proper sexual stage. Example, candida. Why it is called as candida? Because they are bright colored, cream white colored colonies formed in their culture media. Okay. Then we have dermatophyte. Derma means skin. Tophyte means they are growing on the skin, plant like. Then we have the classification of the fungus based on the disease. Superficial mycosis, superficial means on the skin. Subcutaneous means below the skin. Systemic means inside the body wherever. Opportunistic mycosis means if you have, luckily if you have HIV or if you are going under chemotherapy, steroid therapy, or maybe any organ transplantation, only then these people come in action. Okay, so superficial mycosis we have tinea versicolor, tinea nigra, tinea pietra. Okay, what is the meaning of tinea? Tinea skin. Okay, tinea versicolor. All this tinea versicolor, they are called as ringworm. Why they are called as ringworm? Because if you type in Google and if you see the lesion, it looks like round structure ring like. Okay, that is a misnomer, but they are called as ringworm infections. So that is tinea versicolor. Tinea, this versicolor, they form white color patches, but in nigra they form black color patches. Then we have pietra. Pietra means stone. So they form hard stone like masses. That fungal growth, it will be like hard stone. Okay, so that is pietra. In this also we have two types, black and white pietra. Okay, then we have dermatophyte, that is cutaneous infection, that is done. Subcutaneous mycosis, we have mycetoma. What is the meaning of mycetoma? Any idea? Mycetoma means fungus. See, myce means fungus. Oma means swelling or tumor. So fungal tumor or fungal swelling. Mycetoma is a chronic fungal infection that typically affects the skin, subcutaneous tissue. Also, it might infect your bones, okay, leading to swelling and nodules. So they are like tumor-like lesions. Then we have the chromoblastoma. Chromo means color. Blasto means sprout or bud. Mycosis means fungus. So essentially what does it mean? They are forming colored bud fungus infection. Does that make sense? So this condition is caused by they are like dark pigmented warty like lesions on the skins. Okay, so pigmented color. Then we have the sporotrichosis. Sporotrichosis you already did. Then we have the rhinosporium. Rhino means nose, sporo means spore. Okay, and sporidiosis. Iosis means condition or a disease. So this is essentially a nose spore disease. That means there is a polypoid growth in the nasal mucosa, and in sometimes also in other areas also like conjunctiva. Okay, so they are spore forming organism. Rhinosporidiasis essentially in the nose. Then we have the systemic mycosis. We have histoplasma. Again we have done this blasto done, coccidioides paragos done, candida done, cryptococcus done, this thing opportunistic aspergillus done, zygomycetes done. Pneumocystis. What is the meaning of pneumo? Pneumo means lung. Cystis means bladder or sac like. So they form sac like lesions in the lung. Okay, what is that famous pneumocystis jirovecii? Okay, so they form sac like cyst in the lungs. Then penicillium is done. What is the meaning of fusarium? Fusarium means like we say fusiform or spindle shape. Okay, so they have spindle shaped conidia, hence they are called as fusiform fusarium. Okay, so I think that was this is the difference between hyphae and pseudohyphae. Hyphae is like this. See, we have nice septa here, but there is no septa here. So all these are hyphae, and see here, these are buds. Each cells only, they are joined together to form hyphae like. Hence they are called as pseudohyphae. Pseudo.